Hello and welcome to Conscious Gatherers. My name is Beverly Thompson and I'm with AJ Royce.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome again to our live podcast. I believe this is our fourth one, so still getting used to doing these lives. So, I know we changed positions or areas in the house and trying to get the best lighting. So we're still learning and all the technical details of making a little better podcast for you all. But anyway, today's episode is 138 and today's date is January the 23rd, 2025. So we welcome you all for being here with us today. All right. You want to start on, well, all right. You're looking at me. So like, okay, what do we do here? I named this this video something really big happening. And because those words came to me, even though we know that something big is ready to happen, at least a lot of us know, we've talked about that in previous podcasts, but boy, did that come in strong a couple days ago when I posted the notification that we were going to do this today. So indeed, it's true. And we're going to share that with you in just a moment. And but a couple times today that we received some of the big stuff that's going on. I mean, it's all big. Obviously, what's happening on this planet right now, it's changing and it's changing quickly. And yes, we have a new president here in the United States. And I tell you what, just send lots of light to Donald Trump, along with everybody else, that all of humanity on Earth, because things are changing and things are changing quickly.
And sometimes, changes, the feel of it is a little unsettling, but we have to evolve. We have to change. That's the name of the game here. You don't change, you get left behind. It just doesn't work to not change.
Yeah. And you mentioned unsettling, but I think a lot of stuff that's happening and the changes that are being made, at least the United States, but it does affect the whole world a lot, that it's all very positive.
Yep.
And we've been told to remain calm, and I can see why, and we'll share that in just a moment. So in it, remain calm. Everything is going to be absolutely wonderful, but things are changing rather quickly on this planet. And, those of us that are here are going to see it and feel it. So you want to add to that?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get into it. Earlier today, Royce and I do communicate with a lot of celestial beings, and that indeed happened today. And it was really quite interesting because it brought back some memories of some things that both of us saw many years ago. And so hold on, we're going to get to that in just a moment. But be assured everything is moving along just fine. But how do you want to start this?
Yeah, I know.
It's like, okay. Things are happening within our matrix. I'm not sure what all that means. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I was seeing a slit in our matrix. Almost like just this way, almost like a slit. And, as you would look, looking down or looking up at the time. And it's like, okay, what does this really mean? And you want to add anything to that or just kind of let that be?
I think, well, we all have capabilities of things that seem a bit out of the norm, the way people look at things these days in a physical sense. But we have capabilities to make changes for the greater good. And I think that's probably about all I can say right now. But we have made strides to help to keep that slit, as Bev worded it, from having an ill effect on us.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, or seeing it positive. And okay, I'm going to get right to this. All right, what we saw today are some big changes in our solar system. And this is all in congruence to the new golden era that we are in and starting. Well, actually, we have started. But our solar system is changing. Um, what jump in anytime because Royce was getting some of these words and I was writing them down as she was intuiting or hearing them.
Go ahead and read that.
So one. Okay, start out. Soon to come, by the way, because we're asking when, which us humans do that. Like, when's this going to happen? And blah, 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 blah. It really depends upon our frequency, which I think that all ties into what you received a little later today. Excuse me. But our planets are changing and moving within our solar system. This is what we've been getting. And we got it years ago.
For years, yeah.
Yeah. And now all that is, it's not coming back, but it's been the memories of it coming back, obviously. But it looks like things are happening now. And as I recall, and I wrote this in my books somewhere, but it's something about our planets in our solar system. We have what, 8 or 9 planets, if you include, is it Pluto, the one that they took out? So, but anyway, there's some of these planets are moving out of our solar system. Other planets moving in. This is what I'm recalling, by the way. And there are more planets in the solar system that we don't see that will soon be coming into our vision because they exist on a higher frequency basis. Make sense?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. I can look at you through the screen here. So, the astrology, and it really is a lot of people that are really good at astrology and how that affects our human body, the alignment of planets. And right now there's an alignment of, what is it, 7
I
planets?
think it's 7.
Excuse me, don't quote. You think it's 7.
I think so.
A physicist from CERN, I saw a short video on her saying this is not CERN, and because CERN is turned off. So other things are happening within our solar system.
Yeah, something getting ready to happen
Yes.
at the same time of the alignment.
And they said the alignment, if I recall, she said the alignment is from the 21st of January, which is past, into February 25th of this year. So basically it's happening now. And so astrology, as we know it today, will become a part of history.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you can jump in anytime.
Yeah, because the planets, as they relate to us personally, they all have different assignments, different uh, uh, vibratory rates, different things that they mean to us. And so, with them moving and with us, with our vibration raising, it has to change. Everything has to change. And so, what we know as astrology today is soon to become uh, something as known as history, because it's changing and the meanings for everything, all the planets as they relate to us, is changing.
Yeah. So those that follow your charts soon, this is what we're getting. I always use discernment, but this is what we're both getting. That if you follow your astrological charts, it will no longer apply. So be prepared for that. I was to say it's in my chart, but it's like,
Yeah, if you start to notice something getting a little wonky, that'll be
Yeah.
the reason why.
There you go. All right. Well, that to me, that's really big. When we start seeing planets in our solar system moving, and some disappearing, some appearing, and be honest with you, some of the NASA, or I don't know if it's NASA, but those that look at the stars, they may already notice that, but I don't know if any of them are talking about that yet.
I haven't heard.
Yeah, so we may start hearing it now. So be prepared and do not be frightened, because as we were told, that we are moving all in congruence to the new golden era. So as they said, a changing of the guard, so to speak. So, like, okay, what do you mean by guard? It's really us and our projections, and it's really what you were talking about. You got a little later today, which explains some of that.
Okay.
Okay, you're looking at me like I did.
We remind each other of things that we said. Was oh well, forgot about that.
Yeah, when you go into that altered state of consciousness, sometimes it's like, oh yeah, this is what I saw. We write things down as best we can, and from what we see and what we experience. So, regarding the this being we saw today, you know what? I'm not even sure where they're from. She was with a group, and we could see that they could see us.
No.
She was very ethereal to me. She looked like white. You could kind of see through her from my vantage point, and then that's looking using my third eye. And you saw her as sparkling light.
Yeah, I was seeing sparkling light.
Yeah, but we
until I closed my eyes, and then I could see what looked like a body made of more solid light.
yeah, and we both saw her eyes, and they were like large eyes, quite large,
Yeah.
and they were blue, and they
sparkled.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, we both saw it, really sparkling. But she seemed very loving, and her movements were very smooth.
Yeah,
Nothing
very
jerky,
smooth.
but really smooth. So it was really neat to see that. And she came to give us this information, and then she left. So that's pretty neat. So obviously, we're to share this with you all. So it's when you see this sort of thing, just feel the energy of the beings that you're around, and if they're loving, you'll know it.
Yeah.
If they're not, you'll know it.
That's for sure.
Yeah. So, all right.
Yeah, that's that thing of discernment that we talk about quite often. You can feel it when something's not right. You'll get a sense of it somewhere in your body, somewhere in your beingness. You'll get a clear sense of it.
Yeah, this just doesn't feel right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and some of the information, and this happened a few days ago, where somebody came in. Hope you don't mind me bringing this up, but as I was seeing some matrices merging, and is that part of the timeline merging? Um, could be all of that, and then a third one sliding in. But some of the other information was like, not so sure about this one. I just think part of it, what we saw, is indeed happening. The rest is like, you're not going to fool me, and out of here.
Yeah.
So
you learn what to discard, what to keep.
Yeah. So we did. And we kind of looked at each other and saying, this is kind of odd.
Yeah.
So.
But you feel it.
You do. You do. You get ready to get on with what we got this afternoon.
Certainly.
So, okay. As we share our insights, I always forget that you really talk about who we are. So it's kind of interesting because our mind's not even there. It's just like we jump in and get to it.
Yeah.
That both of us are very intuitive, whatever words you want to use, and have been for years. And we started working really closely together quite a few years ago, and then continue with the podcast. And this is our season 6.
Yeah, we've always learned an awful lot from each other. And the thing that I have learned the most is how to be myself, how to be true to me in somebody else's presence. That's quite a big thing, to be yourself in somebody else's presence. Because as human beings, we do get influenced by other
Mhm.
people, and a lot of how we were raised can, it. Um, a lot of things to overcome. I'll put it that way. So, things that happen in school and all of that kind of stuff that you don't want to take some of that stuff with you. You learn from it and move on.
And let it go.
Mm-hmm.
That's going on. Um, shoot, I was going to say about all that. All right, it flew. It flew away. Maybe it'll come back. About oh, I know I was going to say, because you're talking about some of the groups you go into, and so you have a preconceived idea what this group's going to be, and so you're thinking, okay, I got to keep my mouth shut on that. I don't want to bring that up because it's going to irritate them, and all this stuff that we go through. And it is respect for another. However, there's at times where if we bring up just something nice and friendly, but you bring it up where you allow somebody else to speak freely because they're afraid to speak freely because they don't want to be made fun of, ridiculed. I mean, look at now. I mean, the ridicule out there is awful, and it's like, let's get over it.
Yeah.
So, there's no need for the ridicule. So, is respect, genuine respect for another. If they have different thought processes, so be it, and you wish them well and go on your way. So, that's their path, and you have your own path.
Yeah, we don't all have to look at things the exact same
Mhm.
way.
But all these, again, preconceived programming that we go through is changing. So it's like, yeah, let's be ourselves. All right. Insights is what started this whole conversation. Is that we tune in and like, okay, I always ask whatever's for the highest good of humanity, myself obviously, and humanity and the earth, and what is best for people to hear at this time. And so, it's like a prayer, whatever. Before I go into the meditation and just sit and just let it, the words come in, and they do, almost always do. And so, here's what I received today. In bounds. Okay. A clairvoyant sees what's coming into the mass consciousness. Excuse me, I need my glasses. Indeed, these are exciting times as humanity moves through the matrix of causality. What is not yet known in your present day consciousness will soon be known. Talked about changing of the planets. There has been disruptors in your paradigm. Their antics will soon not work. What the disruptors had planned will no longer be. Their plan has been disrupted. That was pretty good. By the forces of light. Not going to happen. A lot of things that they had planned is not going to happen. Humanity, all of you, all of us, look inside yourself and see the beauty that lies within. We've spoken about the many terrestrial beings on and in the bowels of earth, and also the ones who fly in your skies. All is coming together with unexpected grandeur. Courage by all, that's a capital ALL. The fear many humans will feel when coming face to face with beings who may look different than themselves will soon dissipate as the vibratory rate of all becomes most loving. Be prepared, for that time is soon to come. Here we go. Miraculous wonders shall soon appear after the shenanigans are over by those who feel or want control over humankind. These ones shall and are leaving your planet. Yay. This indeed is a new day, and your day has come. So it's like, I think it's real positive. So it's
Yeah,
like,
I do too.
yay. Okay. Any comments or anything
No,
on
it's
that?
lovely.
Yeah, it's like, let's go, guys.
Yeah.
We're doing it. We're doing it. All right, go ahead.
Okay, this is what I intuited. If you hear, speaking of internal hearing, if you hear, then you can see with your intuition. The eardrum vibrates, and the vibration sends the message to the brain. And what is an image but a mass of vibration, a chorus, if you will, of varying vibrations transferred to the brain? The body's supercomputer conveying information. We gather and translate all that our senses absorb, but all the while, our entire beingness, the body, along with our consciousness, is generating vibration. All that we take in, all that we experience, is having an effect on our vibratory rate. Let us be mindful of all that we experience, of all we expose ourselves to, for this has an effect on what others experience as well. We have leapt across a great precipice in our understanding and our ability to have a more positive effect on humanity and the world around us. Let us create a glorious chorus, many voices, many vibrations, as one immense and beautiful sound, raising all it touches to greater heights. The time is now. The place is earth. And the word is love. So, once again, a lot of the things we had to say were intertwined.
Yeah. Wow. I remember you saying that, we're on the precipice. And not only you said that, by the way, I heard that a lot. Um, and now, as you said that we went over the precipice, or I forget the words that you used. Um,
We have leapt across a
Yes.
great precipice.
there you go. So we're in it. We're doing it. And you can see, and each of us, how much we affect another.
Yeah.
Obviously ourselves, but we affect another because we're all in this. We are all in this together. And essentially, what you're saying. And you mentioned our body is a supercomputer. Yeah. So, I mean, you want to go any further on that?
Hmm.
Our DNA, everything we're built of. I mean, we
Beautiful, glorious machines that are alive and conscious.
but biological.
Yes.
Yeah. So, um, shoot, I was going to say something about how I don't think we even come close to realizing just how powerful each of us are.
Yeah.
Supercomputer. Just think of that. We're greater than that, or whatever, or we as a supercomputer. Forget the words that came to you, but just think about how the importance of all of that. It's mind-boggling, but not. And it's like, okay, get used to it.
Yeah.
That, hey, we're doing it. We are it. Be mindful of it. I think you use the word mindful in there. Um, as we start seeing more of ourselves and our capabilities, looks like we're coming face to face with other beings that don't exactly look like us. And that's, that, in fact, that's coming out, or it's already out. It's been out, but I think it's getting more into the mainstream media that there are some, you call them extraterrestrials, or different words that we use.
Yeah, I started seeing them when I was 2.5 years old. So, it's no big surprise to me. I've just been baffled at it taking so long for the reality of it getting out into mainstream. When I started talking about that sort of thing, there was an awful lot of ridicule, people calling you crazy and, oh yeah, it's your imagination and all kinds of strange things. But
And why do you think that is? Is that a program? That can't be real. Let's let us program and let us control you. I'm going there. So it's like,
she
yeah,
get there.
yeah. So it's like that's a bunch of BS. And so it's like, nah. It's like, come on, guys. Get rid of the ridicule. I mean, it's crazy. There's a lot of people that have come out, very notable, if you want to call them notable. And I know that word comes out and that can mean different things to different people. But it's like, like, come on, let's get with it. And the more that we are comfortable with this all within our own frequency, the more that we'll have interaction and exchange, which we already do, with many of these beings, but more of an open exchange. And it's going to be exchange of ideas. It's going to exchange of culture. I mean, it can be technological devices. Um, shoot. I mean, they said mine can be the stars, and we already are going to the stars, and believe we have been to the stars with our military. And it's like, and I know I've said this quite a few times, but I do hear a lot of people talking about it. And they've been to other planets, and I mean, come on, we're already doing it. And it's like, come on, let's be honest. I think people are ready. There's going to be a few people scared because they're like, oh God, this is what religion taught me, and whatever it may be. And it's like, come on, it's time for us to get over it and get over ourselves as being the so-called lowly humans and get with to the higher vibrational being that we truly are.
Wake up and smell the coffee.
Yeah, or the roses, or whatever. All right. Yeah. So that's what we wanted to share. Does anybody have any questions for us? Any comments? Or we'll be able to see the chat. So if you have any questions or comments, please add them in. And while we're waiting for that, is there anything that you want to add to all of this?
I was just thinking while you were talking about when I was in elementary school, some of the kids, uh, kids can be mean, and I can remember looking at those kids thinking that, how strange that they don't know anything about themselves, and they don't know what they can do. I knew that if I put my mind to it, that I could do certain things, that I could run faster than the wind. And I just felt sorry for those kids because they had no idea. So because of what I was exposed to, by way of seeing extraterrestrials for so long, I had a better understanding of more of our capabilities. So that was good for me. So I just, I had to live with that in my mind, in my heart, because I couldn't share it with anybody. Uh, you back then you were made fun of. So I just kept that to myself, but it helped me to have a better understanding of me and about the reality of what humanity really is, so much more than what we were ever taught. So
it just reminded me. I've had people say they've shut down their intuitive abilities. You always have them, but then it scares people, and for whatever reason, but it scares them. It's like no, that is you. We all have those abilities, and they're different abilities for different people. But no, we all have it. and there's no special gifts for one over another. We all have our own gifts. So
Yeah.
get over that. Because people say, but you got this special gift, and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, no, so do you. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah,
don't discount yourself.
you don't have to have the same gifts.
Yeah.
We all fit together doing this living thing on earth together. And so we all have different gifts.
We're here.
Yeah.
So, but, these times are coming. Be prepared. And, we're going to come face to face. And I think it's a lot sooner than later. It may be in the next few months. So, so be it. Don't let that scare you. And, but look at in awe and wonder, because a lot of people have already been doing this for quite a while. And this information will be let out to the world. Of course, obviously, we're talking about it. Other people have talked about it, but it'll become where you can't deny it. So, all right. Exciting times.
Yeah, they are.
Really exciting times. So it's like, yeah. So, yeah. So, can we fly? Yeah. We can do all of that stuff. I don't, I wouldn't jump off a cliff.
No, but there's so much that we can do with our minds, if we only realized we had that ability. So just try, try to use your mind to move a pen across a table, or just start with something really small and go from there.
Like telekinesis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or, or just be with yourself, or be with nature. There's always these busy, busy, busy. I need to be productive, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, I get it, because I get there. It's like, okay, I got this done, or I didn't get that done. It feels good to get it done. But it's that feeling of you need to be productive. But I think being productive in numerous ways is coming into view right now.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
And sometimes the best thing that you could do for yourself and for all of humanity is just sit quietly
yeah,
and to just be at peace, because that peace that you are feeling goes out to all the world and beyond.
it does. It's pretty much what you were talking about today. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Thank you very much. We'll be
And
back.
thank you.
Well, we're doing this on a Thursday. We used to have what we call podcast Tuesdays, and it may be podcast Thursdays. So
It seems to be working better.
yeah, it does. I think so. It'll work better for us. So we'll be back in 2 weeks, which will be in February. I believe February 6th, if I looked at the calendar correctly. So here we are, almost to February now. It's like, what a month that we have had, and what a week we've had. It's
Yeah.
like, wow, are things going down, or are they going down? And that doesn't mean down.
Yeah.
But,
Things are going up.
some things are going down, some things are going up. And so we're in this together. Remain calm as we go through this all, because wondrous times ahead, wondrous times now, if we can only see it. All right. Thank you very much. We love you all, and thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. I consider it truly, like I have said many times, an honor to be here on this planet right now with all of you. We are doing a great work together. And please, during the winter time, as we're in here in our little neck of the woods, be mindful of, of the animals, especially being exposed to the elements, and be mindful of the people that you run into. Um, lend a little welcome ear to those who need to talk, just to get some things off their chest, because when they get rid of some of their garbage, then it gets rid of the garbage for all the rest of us too. We're at a time where we're moving forward, and we're not taking our garbage with us.
Definitely not.
Yeah, so leave that at the curb, and let's move on. But thank you so much. I love you all, and I am so grateful that you stayed. Thank you.
Yeah. To see all this, to participate in it. All right. Good evening.
Good evening.